From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colberth.
Good Friday morning. We're done with the rainfall, at least for lower elevations, but the wind gust is going to continue for today through 4 p.m. this afternoon. We'll keep the forecast dry at least through Wednesday with highs staying in the 50s, lows dropping down into the 30s for tonight, maybe even some 20s for the Kittitas and Yakima valleys. We're still tracking just a few rain and snow showers for the Cascades and Blues, but lower elevations keeping it dry for this morning. And the winds already doing their thing, especially up in the mountains, but even in the Tri-Cities, we're seeing gusts up around 20 miles per hour. These will ramp up a little bit later in the day. Temperatures right now in the 30s and 40s, 37 in Ellensburg, 49 in the Tri-Cities. Your day planner forecast looking a lot different as opposed to the other day planner forecast we've shown this week. Lots of sunshine and high temperatures going to get into the 40s and 50s. And we do have, again, like you saw, some snow showers up in the Cascades. So I'll take you on a tour of our Cascade passes and our blue passes as well coming up on Good Morning Northwest, which starts right now.
Straight ahead on Good Morning Northwest, the case that shook Pasco. The trial for a school bus driver's fatal stabbing begins and questions of mental health take center stage with the latest details from the courtroom. Plus, historic steps at Hanford, permanent disposal of nuclear waste begins and we'll show you the process of turning dangerous liquid waste into solid glass. And it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas, and one local holiday tradition is taking shape. We're going to explain how you can help choose this year's community tree in Yakima. It's all on Good Morning Northwest, which starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now, Good Morning Northwest, on your side.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jessica Jalal. It is Friday, November 7th. We're going to get right into your top stories, and we're starting off with continuing coverage. This on the trial for the man accused of fatally stabbing a Pasco school bus driver. This happened back in September of 2021. 38-year-old Joshua Diane Davis was arrested after police say he stabbed 72-year-old bus driver Richard Lenhart in front of a bus full of elementary school students. Lenhart later died from his injuries, and after years of hearings on Davis's competency, opening statements began yesterday with prosecutors arguing that Davis knew exactly what he was doing. But the defense painted a very different picture, saying Davis was struggling with severe mental illness and had repeatedly sought help before the stabbing.
The defendant knows who he is. He knows his own name, and he knows what he did.
But as illness deepened, he began to believe that something extraordinary and terrifying was happening. He thought the U.S. military was targeting him.
The trial is expected to hear testimonies from law enforcement, medical experts, and mental health professionals. Prosecutors say they'll show Davis was fully aware of his actions, while the defense will try to prove his mental illness left him incapable of understanding right from wrong. We'll continue following the case and we'll bring you updates as the trial progresses. In Fire Watch now in Hermiston, crews quickly put out a fire late yesterday morning on the 1300 block of Theater Lane. Firefighters with Umatilla County Fire District 1 found an outbuilding fully engulfed in flames when they arrived, and they got help from Umatilla Rural Fire Protection District and had the fire under control within about 10 minutes. Water tenders had to be brought in because there were no hydrants nearby. Luckily, no one was hurt, but the cause is still under investigation. Turning now to Yakima, where the police department is opening up an important conversation about the mental health of its officers. The story highlights the support systems in place for those who protect us. Yakima Police Chief Sean Boyle emphasizes that officer wellness is a priority that cannot be overlooked. From peer support programs with specially trained colleagues to access to psychologists during emergencies, these resources address the heavy toll policing can take, not only on the officers themselves, but also on their families. Boyle explains that daily exposure to traumatic incidents affects officers throughout their careers.
Our officers daily encounter numerous traumatic incidents throughout their career, each year and throughout their career, and those have a toll on not only themselves but their families. And so my hope is that the officers will take advantage of the wellness programs that we have.
Boyle urges officers struggling in silence to reach out for help when they need it. 6:04 and looking to local living, Franklin County received a clean audit from the state with no financial or compliance issues found. The Washington State Auditor's Office reviewed the county's 2024 finances and federal fund usage. Auditors issued an unmodified opinion, meaning the county's financial statements fairly present its position. The audit covered major federal programs, including highway planning and COVID-19 recovery funds. The review cost about $87,000 and sets the next audit for 2026.
We think that helps, but we also think that adopting new policies that are more for the not only transparency, but also for safeguarding taxpayers' dollars.
The clean audit could strengthen the county's credit rating and attract future state and federal funding. Commissioners plan to continue quarterly financial reviews to maintain progress. Now to environment news. For the first time ever, the Hanford site is permanently disposing of vitrified nuclear waste. A new facility began turning liquid waste into solid glass last month, and this is a process decades in the making, and it cost about $24 billion. The first containers have now been moved to a special disposal facility that's built for radioactive waste. The Hanford site is home to one of the largest cleanup projects in the world. And looking now at the weekend ahead, if you love movies, mark your calendars. The Richland Film Festival is kicking off this weekend, and it's packed with dozens of films across all genres. So each film is made by independent filmmakers from around the world, and it gives you a chance to see stories that you won't find anywhere else. Plus, don't miss the festival's highlight. That's the 72-hour film challenge, where local teams race against the clock to shoot, edit, and submit a short film in just 3 days. And those completed films will screen Saturday evening at the Richland Players Theater, featuring both open and student divisions. And tickets are good for all 3 days, so today through the 9th, and the first 2 days are at the Richland Players Theater, and then it all wraps up on November 9th at the Richland Community Center. And straight ahead on Good Morning Northwest, flight cuts begin today at dozens of major airports, including SeaTac. We'll tell you how the government shutdown is grounding flights and stranding travelers nationwide, and the impact is also being felt right here at home. Details just ahead, but first our Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth will have your first alert weather forecast. It's all on the other side of the break.
The Veterans Day sale is on now at all Walker's Furniture stores.
Get some of the biggest store-wide savings of the year, including double discounts. Or no money down, no minimum purchase, no interest financing for up to 5 years. Living rooms to bedrooms, dining sets to mattresses. Save big and make your home a space that everyone can enjoy.
And with a double sales tax discount, it's the perfect time to get your home ready for the holidays. Today through Tuesday at Walker's.
Everyone deserves to be connected. Big cities, small towns, everywhere in between. And staying connected shouldn't break the bank. That's why T-Mobile and US Cellular are joining forces. The best network just got bigger, and we're combining it with the local service you know and trust.
That was fun.
Yeah, but I can't find my phone.
Maybe try retracing your steps.
Let's just sit down. Hello?
Find your phone yet?
I'm still thinking.
Dear First Place, experts agree Toyota value can't be beat. Drivers agree Toyota quality rides long and strong. Add hybrid choices like no other, and you'll win the long game by a country mile. Toyota. Toyota is KBB's best resale value brand 5 years in a row. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
We are Grocery Outlet, and we are your Bargain Bliss Market. What's Bargain Bliss? You know that feeling when you find the name brands you love, but for way, way less? That's Bargain Bliss. Now save even more with Grocery Outlet's 20% off wine sale. Now through November 11th, we have hundreds of wines sure to pair with any gathering. So act now because this deal won't last long. Stop in and save today at Grocery Outlet, your extreme value holiday headquarters.
Grocery Outlet, Bargain Market.
That's hockey, baby!
Seattle Kraken Hockey, sponsored by Legends Casino Hotel.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Our passes are a little bit slushy this morning, but only a handful of passes. US 2 at Stevens Pass is snowy/slushy, and traction tires are advised. It's the same thing for US Highway 12 at White Pass, snowy, slushy, traction tires advised. And hey, guess what? Oregon 204 in the blues, snowy, slushy, traction tires advised. The conditions are looking much better. I-90 for US 97 for both Blewett and Sadish Pass. I-84 is looking pretty good as well. And even these passes should improve as the snow showers are going to wrap up here over the next, I'd say, 6-ish hours. Let's take it back down to lower elevations. Your hourly forecast for this Friday for the Tri-Cities, mostly sunny skies. High is going to end up in the mid-50s. All lower elevations actually going to end up in the 50s for today with mostly sunny skies, but it will be windy out there. And the winds are picking up as a cold front has passed. That's going to drop our that's going to drop our low temperatures down into the 30s for tonight, maybe even seeing some upper 20s in the Kittitas and Yakima valleys, but it looks like low to mid 30s for the lower Columbia Basin and for the Blue Foothills. And overnight lows will subtly warm up after that, but still feeling pretty normal out there for the first and for the second weeks of November. And again, we're colder because of a cold front that's passed, picking up the winds for today, and I'll talk about the wind gusts at length coming up in a few minutes.
Thank you, Josh. Turning to Capitol Hill now, as concerns continue to rise over chaos at numerous major airports. This as the airlines are forced to cut back on the number of flights, and it's all because of the government shutdown and airport staffing concerns. The airlines say passengers on canceled flights will be notified, but how this all plays out appears very much still up in the air. ABC's Nicole D'Antonio has the details.
This morning, flight reductions at 40 major airports are beginning to take effect. The FAA has ordered airlines to reduce flights at so-called high-impact airports by 4% this morning. That will gradually increase to 10% of flights by next Friday. Airlines not following the rules will be hit with a $75,000 fine per flight over the limit.
This is going to be huge. So on a given day in the U.S., there might be 100 to 200 flights canceled. This is going to be 4,000. And mind you, it's not just canceled flights. Because of these canceled flights, there's going to be thousands more delays as well.
The FAA says the air traffic reduction is needed for safety because of the shortage of air traffic controllers and TSA agents during the government shutdown. They're being forced to work without pay, and many are calling out sick. American Airlines beginning today will cancel about 220 of its 6,000 daily departures. Delta is canceling 170 per day, and United fewer than 200 per day through Sunday. Multiple airlines are offering refunds and free changes for impacted flights. And while travelers are frustrated,
my sister and I both were planning on going there and flying to Raleigh and surprising our parents. So it was definitely, disappointing.
Airport workers are struggling.
When I call out, I tell them the truth. Can't afford childcare. This is enough to hold over for maybe another week.
Another major issue during the shutdown is government food assistance. A federal judge yesterday ordered the Trump administration to provide full SNAP benefits to states by today. The administration had previously said it would use emergency funds to only partially fund the benefits.
The administration is appealing the judge's order. This now leaves 40 million people who rely on SNAP benefits in limbo. And the impact of the ongoing shutdown are being felt right here in the Tri-Cities. Washington District 4 Representative Dan Newhouse visited Pasco yesterday, speaking with air traffic control employees at the Tri-Cities airport. The airport's federal employees just missed their second paycheck of the shutdown, and it's left air traffic control employees without pay for 37 days. They're still working after it was announced that air traffic at 40 major airports would be reduced because of the shutdown, prompting the representative to speak with local air traffic control workers in Pasco.
maybe a husband and wife working at the airport, 2 paychecks that are being held up. You've got people, maybe they're the sole breadwinner in the family. You know, it's starting to have an impact on people's lives and their ability to buy groceries, buy gas, all the things that people have to do.
And the Tri-Cities Airport says that although it can't yet predict if any future flights will be affected, passengers can check in with their airlines if they're worried about any delays. And coming up next on Good Morning Northwest, Josh Colbreth is back with how your weather's looking. That's coming up in his full First Alert weather forecast right after the break.
Life's better when you're under our roof.
Welcome to the neighborhood, Jordan.
Thanks, guys. Because when you feel protected, you can dream fearlessly. Go long. Bundle and save up to 40%. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
At Shriners Children's, we're home to the world's leading pediatric orthopedic care. Because so many life-changing advancements start here. We provide access to the best doctors and never allow your ability to pay for services to compromise the care your child needs. We're the first place to turn for the most common or complex orthopedic conditions, home to possibility, and empowering kids to achieve the extraordinary. Shriners Children's, the most amazing care anywhere.
Bathfitter does showers? That's right. We offer a wide selection of beautiful and functional showers in all shapes and sizes. We can even convert your bath into a shower. How about that? With our seamless one-piece walls and hundreds of design options, you'll get a beautiful new shower to fit your needs, guaranteed for life. Bathfitter's been around for 40 years, and we've been experts at showers for just as long. Get yours today. Bathfitter, it just fits. Go to bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
A new head coach and a new attitude, but it's still the most exciting game in the Pacific Northwest.
Oh my!
Seattle Kraken Hockey.
That's hockey, baby!
Seattle Kraken Hockey, sponsored by Legends Casino Hotel.
STCU and Apple Valley News Now honor local volunteers by sharing their stories and donating $1,000 to their favorite charities. To nominate someone who's making a difference in Benton and Franklin counties, click on Volunteers Count under the contest tab at applevalleynewsnow.com.
Life's better when you're under our roof.
Welcome to the neighborhood, Jordan.
Thanks, guys. Because when you feel protected, you can dream fearlessly. Go long. Bundle and save up to 40%. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Wait! Go, go, go! Yeah! Touchdown, Philadelphia! Something special going on with the Packers.
Eagles, Packers, Monday Night Football at 5. Apple Valley News Now.
Next live, Abbott Elementary's Janelle James.
What's going on with Principal Ava?
She's becoming a better principal, if she must.
And Michael Bublé from The Voice.
Today at 9 on Apple Valley News Now. E.T. and Extra, tonight at 7 on Apple Valley News Now.
Extra, extra.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. It's going to be another windy day out there, especially through 4 p.m. today. And specifically for the Tri-Cities, Hermiston, Pendleton, Walla Walla, Ellensburg. Those peak gusts could be around 40 to 45 miles per hour. You can see hour by hour wind gust and temperatures and precip chances, even though the precip chances are going to be 0 for today. But you can see hourly weather variables for your specific home address by downloading the Apple Valley News Now First Alert weather app for free in the App Store or on Google Play. Okay, like I said, today's going to be dry for lower elevations. We're going to keep it dry through Wednesday at least. So now let's show you why that's the case. All right, there's a cold front. This is the tail end of the atmospheric river. So this is what is promoting some rain and snow showers for the mountains. But see this high pressure quickly moving in. When you hear high pressure, think dry conditions. So we'll keep it dry as we head into Saturday. High pressure is going to stick around into Sunday and Monday as well. Now, for Monday, there's this very weak boundary that could bring some showers to the Cascades, but it's looking like lower elevations are going to keep it dry. More high pressure as we head into Tuesday and Wednesday. So we'll keep it dry through Wednesday, but that starts to break down towards the end of next week. Thursday and Friday, shower chances starting to come back up. Okay, in the meantime, high temperatures staying cool, staying in the 50s over the next 7 days. So for today, we'll end up in the 50s for lower elevations. Now it's going to be low 50s in the Kittitas Valley, mid to upper 50s for the Yakima Valley, and mid to upper 50s for the rest of our lower elevation areas as well. And these highs like I just mentioned, staying put in the 50s for the next week. So this is pretty normal stuff for the first and second weeks of November. Here is the 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. Gusts up to 40 miles per hour today. Leftover breezes for Saturday, then calm by Sunday. In Yakima, keeping the forecast dry through Wednesday with highs staying put in the 50s. In Ellensburg, gusts up to 45 miles per hour today, then calmer this weekend as the forecast stays dry. In Hermiston, windy Friday, breezy Saturday, but calmer by Sunday and Monday. And finally, for Walla Walla, also a sunny and windy day to end the work week, then holding on to dry weather for quite a bit.
I am just glad that we're getting a little break from the rain.
Yes.
We need it. I know you say that, but it'll be nice. And it's right in time for the weekend.
Listen, I'm always conflicted because it gives me more work to do over there. In human natures, you want less work, but we need the rainfall. But for the time being, it's good to, for now.
There we go.
For now, yeah.
All right, keep it here because coming up next on Good Morning Northwest, the world's most expensive toilet is headed to auction. Okay. Also, a police chase gets a surprising assist from a Good Samaritan. We've got some of the most shocking headlines clearly from this week. It's all coming up right after the break.
Sitting
oh,
on
not
the
that
toilet.
banana.
Sitting on the toilet.
I love
flush.
that. That's my favorite.
You know, there's no substitute for a hands-on experience. Over the years, I've probably turned and read every one of these pages. This may just look like a pile of papers waiting to be shredded, but to you and your loved ones, it represents a wealth of trusted experience.
This message is brought to you by Allen Brecky Law Offices.
The Veterans Day sale is on now at all Walker's Furniture stores.
Get some of the biggest store-wide savings of the year, including double discounts. Or no money down, no minimum purchase, no interest financing for up to 5 years. Living rooms to bedrooms, dining sets to mattresses. Save big and make your home a space that everyone can enjoy.
And with a double sales tax discount, it's the perfect time to get your home ready for the holidays. Today through Tuesday at Walker's.
Welcome to Nob Hill Casino, your premier gaming destination. Experience the thrill of a Vegas-style casino featuring the friendliest dealers in town. Join our Players Club and unlock exclusive rewards every time you play. Challenge your skills at our 16-lane bowling alley. Unwind with a drink at our cozy bar, or enjoy breakfast, lunch, or dinner at the Last Frontier. The ultimate entertainment experience has something for everyone. Nob Hill Casino, where locals come to win.
Board-certified orthopedic surgeon and sports medicine specialist, Dr. Tegan Goodell, is now caring for patients in Prosser and Walla Walla. Dr. Goodell provides advanced care in orthopedic surgery and sports medicine injuries, including surgery of the shoulder, elbow, knee, and ankle. Get back to doing what you love. Call Prosser Orthopedic Center at 509-786-5599 or visit prosserhealth.org. Prosser Memorial Health. This is how we care.
Tonight.
I just wanted to send you a quick hi and let you know that everything's okay.
There is still no official word on the whereabouts of Army Lieutenant Holly Wyman.
Was she a victim of some serial killer?
It's come to Jesus time.
2020, tonight on ABC.
You know, there's no substitute for a hands-on experience. Over the years, I've probably turned and read every one of these pages. This may just look like a pile of papers waiting to be shredded, but to you and your loved ones, it represents a wealth of trusted experience.
This message is brought to you by Allen Brecky Law Offices.
It's the greatest harvest on earth. Fly the Northwest, Tuesday.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Check this out. From solid gold to a solid assist, we've got a couple of wild stories that'll have you doing a double take.
Yeah, one involves a toilet worth millions, and the other a police chase with a very unexpected partner. So Patrick Cornell has it all in this morning's Take a Look at This. Check it out.
If you're trying to stay golden like Huntrix, try sitting down, down, down on this shining, shimmering, multi-million-dollar work of art. Yep, that's a fully functional, solid 18-karat gold commode. This installation dubbed America from artist Maurizio Catalan. If the name sounds familiar, it's the same man who brought you the $6.2 million banana duct tape to the wall. According to Sotheby's, America is a satirical commentary on the art world, the United States, and what we value. The golden latrine has some history. It drew 100,000 visitors to the Guggenheim Museum in 2016 when guests were intended to take a seat and put it to proper use. In 2019, it was placed in a palace in England and subsequently stolen. That version was never recovered. This second edition is expected to be worth its weight in gold, literally. When it opens for auction on November 18th, the starting bid will be set by the current gold market price, roughly $10 million, which would make for one pricey restroom renovation. Moving on, a Louisiana police officer saw a golden opportunity while chasing some alleged crooks. The sergeant was reportedly in hot pursuit of shoplifters when they hopped in a car and took off. A good Samaritan saw the whole thing go down, pulling up and offering a ride to help the cop carry on the chase.
Follow him, go, go, go.
And go they did, the citizen-cop combo racing down the road, following the suspected thieves until they stopped at a stoplight.
Yep, okay, there you go, sir. Thank you for your service.
The Slidell Police Department says multiple officers showed up on the scene around the same time as that daring duo. A short time later, they arrested the two people. Both have been charged with theft, among other offenses. For Take a Look at This, I'm Patrick Cornell.
Lot to unpack there.
Definitely.
There's a golden toilet, but I'm glad it was like a museum piece and not like somebody just wanting to put it in their house.
Yeah, but they said it was functional, and you know like you can buy little gold flakes to put in your food, and when your food eventually passes, it's gold.
Yeah.
So imagine doing that in the gold toilet.
Sitting on a toilet.
Sitting on a toilet.
And then the cop, I mean, I think she handled it very well in that moment.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That was straight out of like Starsky and Hutch. Just punch it, punch it, punch it.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. All right, keep it here because coming up next on Good Morning Northwest, still so much more ahead. Walla Walla schools are stepping up to help students thrive, and we'll look inside the initiatives aimed at closing learning gaps and supporting every student. And celebrating a second chance, how 3 people are turning their lives around with the help of Drug Court. We'll hear from Benton County's latest Drug Court graduates. It's all coming up in our 6:30 half hour.
I still can't believe they said yes.
Hot Tub. Major manufacturers and warehouses clearance of new 2025 inventory. Today through Sunday. Hapo Center, Pasco. Over 100 hot tubs on display and everything must go. New 2025 inventory. Hot tubs starting at $29.95. All inventory 40 to 80% off. See the revolutionary swim spa in action and save up to 60%. Trade-ins welcome. Free delivery. We'll even haul away your old hot tub. Worry-free installation. 18-month interest-free financing. Millions of dollars of inventory must be sold. Hapo Center, Pasco. Free admission. Free parking. Call 833-SPA-SALE.
We are Grocery Outlet, and we are your Bargain Bliss Market. What's Bargain Bliss? You know that feeling when you find the name brands you love, but for way, way less? That's Bargain Bliss. Now save even more with Grocery Outlet's 20% off wine sale. Now through November 11th, we have hundreds of wines sure to pair with any gathering. So act now because this deal won't last long. Stop in and save today at Grocery Outlet, your extreme value holiday headquarters.
Grocery Outlet, Bargain Market.
Today, too many of us walk away from our primary care appointments feeling rushed and unheard.
We were frustrated too, so we decided to change the quality of healthcare here in the Tri-Cities.
At Primary Care at the PC, we take the time to truly listen. With 1-hour-long appointments, we care about the whole you. You don't have to be a member to be our patient, but once you're here, you might want to be.
Now welcoming new patients. Book your appointments online or call us at 509-783-5465. Primary Care at the PC. Play hard, live well.
'Tis the season for a holiday shopping tradition. Custer's 30th annual Christmas Arts and Crafts Show this weekend at the Hapo Center in Pasco. Join us as 150 artisans from across the Northwest display and sell their fine art, handcrafts, and specialty foods. The variety and quality work make this a must-see event. Get creative with your holiday shopping at Custer's 30th annual Christmas Arts and Crafts Show this weekend at the Hapo Center in Pasco. Tickets on sale now at custershows.com.
My family's been serving the Tri-Cities for 86 years at Griggs and the Tri-Cities Ace store.
And we have some deals we don't want you to miss.
This steel handle leaf rake is closeout priced at $14.88.
You want tender turkey for Thanksgiving? Meat Church Bird Baptism Brine is the trick, and it's on sale.
20-pound bags of bird food on sale, 2 for $18.
And stock up on these C6 100 light Christmas lights, a steal at 50% off.
See all of the deals using this QR code. Come see us at Griggs and the Tri-Cities Ace stores, and thank you for your business.
Locally owned and operated, Fable has quickly become one of the Tri-Cities' favorite dining destinations for lunch, brunch, and dinner. Now offering breakfast 7 days a week starting at 7 a.m. Farm to table, savory to sweet, and everything in between. Fable Craft Bar, your all-day dining destination starting with breakfast at 7 a.m. 7 days a week. On the river, north end of Columbia Center Boulevard.
Philadelphia, Green Bay, Monday Night Football at 5. Apple Valley News Now. This is Apple Valley News Now. Good morning, Northwest. On your side.
Happy Friday morning, and thank you for joining us for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jessica Jalal.
And I'm Josh Colbert.
Josh, this is soup weather. It's hot cocoa weather. It's go home and do nothing weather.
Yes. You know, Jessica has given me a reasonable amount of flack for not seeing Wicked yet, but she's never seen Polar Express, so we were just talking about the hot chocolate song from Polar Express. And
I think I was in 5th grade when it came out, and I was in that phase where I was like, oh, I don't want to watch that. It looks lame.
Oh, so
I
you
like
never
other things, yeah.
You never got to show up in your pajamas for Polar Express Day? That wasn't a thing? You missed that by a couple years? Oh.
But you just told me about a hot chocolate song in the movie.
Yes.
So now I want to watch it. That's what you should have started with. That's how you sell it.
I buried the lead.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. That's my bad. Well, I think during the mornings and during the nights, it's hot chocolate weather as those lows going to be dropping.
When that sun comes out, it gets hot real quick.
Yeah, it feels decent out there for sure. But for tonight, those overnight lows are going to drop down into the low 30s and upper 20s. So let's go ahead and take a look at our big weather stories. Now, for today, the rainfall ending for lower elevations, but the wind gusts, they're not going anywhere, at least through 4 p.m. this afternoon. Those gusts anywhere between 20 to 45 miles per hour. We're going to keep the forecast dry with highs in the 50s through Friday, for today through Wednesday, and those overnight lows dropping down into the low 30s for the basin and foothills, upper 20s in the valleys. You see just a few very light rain and snow showers for the Cascades and Blues, lower elevations dry. The winds still gusty in the lower Columbia Basin, up to 20 miles per hour in the Tri-Cities. These will ramp up a little bit later in the morning. And temperatures 30s and 40s for the valleys, and it looks like we're just in the 40s for the Basin and for the foothills. Here's your coatcast for this Friday for the Tri-Cities. Mostly light jacket weather, but as the wind gusts start to pick up, maybe you would want an additional layer. It's kind of up to your personal preference. So for today, lots of sunshine, highs in the 50s for the valleys, basin, and foothills. And we'll pivot to talking about a little bit of climate numbers, our rainfall numbers since October 1st. That's going to be coming up in a few minutes.
Thank you, Josh. Starting off in Walla Walla, the school district says it's stepping up support for students who need extra help both in and out of the classroom. Superintendent Ben Guyan says his focus is on connecting with families and using real-time data like attendance and grades to catch struggles early. The district is also partnering with local groups to make sure families know about tutoring, after-school programs, and other resources. The goal is to close learning gaps and make sure every student has a chance to succeed.
Our system is working for the most part for most of our kids, but for those that it's not working for, that's where we have to roll up our sleeves and then really just put our nose to the grindstone.
Guyan also says it's all part of building stronger schools and stronger connections across the Walla Walla community. Turning now to Kennewick, the Benton County Adult Drug Court graduated 3 members who successfully went through the program to become sober. It's held at a ceremony at the Benton County District Court, and the 3 graduates got to shred their criminal history. The drug court team, family, and friends spoke about how far they've come, and one graduate, Zell Hughes, thanked everybody in his support system for believing in him.
It makes me feel good because I have 6 kids. My youngest is 11, my oldest is 24. And I have literally been in prison probably over 75% of their life, you know, so it makes me feel good to be able to say that I am present in their lives.
Hughes is currently finishing his associate's degree in automotive technology at Columbia Basin College. And after dropping out of school in the 8th grade and finishing his GED in prison, Hughes is thankful to all his instructors for helping him get to where he is today. And check this out. In Yakima, the City and Downtown Association is seeking nominations for this year's Community Christmas Tree. Residents can suggest evergreens 15 to 25 feet tall that can be safely lifted by crane to Millennium Plaza. Nominations are open until November 14th, with the tree lighting ceremony set for December 7th. There is no cost to the tree owner, and to nominate a person or a tree, just visit applevalleynewsnow.com. And keep it here, because coming up next on Good Morning Northwest, can you tell the difference between a real video and one made entirely by AI? Well, we'll show you how it's blurring the line between fact and fiction. All the details just ahead after the break.
E.T. and Extra, tonight at 7 on Apple Valley News Now.
Extra, extra. We're cooking up something special. Yolks Exclusives. Original recipes crafted in-house every day by people who take fresh seriously. A collection of signature products you won't find anywhere else. Meticulously prepared with only the freshest ingredients and sold exclusively at Yolks Fresh Markets.
The buzz is absolutely deafening. Let's go! This is an electric environment.
Saturday Night Football, all season long on ABC.
Saturday nights on Apple Valley News Now, sponsored locally by Prosser Orthopedic Center. This is how we care.
Saved is a lifetime earned. Numerica Credit Union. Money where it matters.
What's more powerful than an unexpected storm? Insurance that helps clean it up. Western National Insurance. That's the power of nice.
At Smoke City for Less, we understand every smoker is unique. Explore our over 1,500 vape flavors and specialty curated selection of tobacco products. Your perfect flavor and blend awaits at any of Smoke City for Less 6 locations. Save your pennies. Smoke City for Less has the lowest prices. Find the best vape mods, batteries, kratom, and specialty products too. Our knowledgeable staff is always on hand to provide personalized recommendations. Smoke City for Less. We smoke the competition.
The Inland Northwest is a vibrant community, rich in tradition and pride. And Culligan has a long history of providing custom solutions to address the area's water worries, like nitrates, bacteria, and PFAS. Culligan, water you love since 1936.
The Palouse. There's no place like it on earth.
I'm a fifth-generation farm boy. We've been doing this since 1875.
It's harvest time on Fly the Northwest. Apple Valley News Now at 6 Tuesday.
Next live, Abbott Elementary's Janelle James.
What's going on with Principal Ava?
She's becoming a better principal if she must.
And Michael Bublé from The Voice.
Today at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Just another update on the passes. US 2 at Stevens Pass, snowy, slushy, traction tires advised. It is the same thing for US 12 at White Pass, snowy, slushy, traction tires advised. Hey, guess what? At Oregon 204 tollgate, same thing. but the passes are looking better for I-90, for US 97, and for I-84. And even these passes should improve greatly as the morning goes on, as these snow showers are winding down. So for today, for lower elevations, mostly sunny skies. Highs going to end up in the 50s, a lovely day. Overnight lows dropping down into the 20s and 30s. And now let's pivot from weather to talking about climate. Here are the rainfall numbers since October 1st. That's when the new water year resets, and the numbers are mostly good. So this side of the graphic, this shows you the rainfall we've had since October 1st. This is what we would typically expect during that time frame. And here are the surpluses and deficits. Mostly surpluses out there, great numbers for the basin and for the valleys, especially kind of a mixed bag for the Blue Foothills. In terms of the reservoir levels, these numbers not as good, especially for the Yakima Basin. You see a lot of red on this graphic. These reservoirs are about 20 to 75% below where they should be for this time of the year. I always get comments when I post these graphics, well, the reservoir levels are supposed to be low for this time of the year. Yeah, well, they're even lower than where they're supposed to be, but it's more of a mixed bag for the Umatilla Basin. But of course, we'll be tracking these numbers all throughout the water year.
And now switching gears and talking about tech this morning, AI-generated content is everywhere, from deepfakes of celebrities to genre-shifting songs to viral videos of animals doing adorable things. But as the technology grows, so do the risks that it poses.
Yeah, a new TikTok-like app from OpenAI called Sora allows users to generate and share AI-created content. Much of it more realistic than videos and images produced by other AI competitors. Now this morning, Yvonne Rodriguez reports on why it's raising concerns and how people can spot AI-generated videos.
Over the last few months, Sora, a video generator app from ChatGPT's parent company OpenAI, has become more sophisticated by the day.
It's like if you're scrolling TikTok, but all of the videos you see are AI generated. Nothing you see in Sora is real.
Caitlin Shadrawi, a CNET AI reporter, says these videos are easy to make and just take minutes. The trouble is, once these videos are shared outside the Sora app, it can sometimes be difficult to tell the difference between videos that are real and those that are fake.
It is harder than ever to tell if an image or video is AI generated. And Sora is partially why, but I wouldn't give them all the blame. Google has a number of AI tools, and there's been a number of creative AI companies that have been working in this field a long time.
Adding to the confusion, there isn't a foolproof method to spot AI-generated content, but Shadrawi says there are things to watch for.
The first thing I always recommend people look at are watermarks. This might seem kind of obvious, but that's for good reason. For example, the Sora videos have a little cloud icon that bounces around the edge of the screen.
While watermarks are one of the most obvious tells, if you want to dig deeper, you could also look at the content's metadata by using the Content Authenticity Initiative's verification tool to check a video, image, or document's metadata.
The most honest and best piece of advice I can give people is to just stay vigilant.
In Atlanta, I'm Ivan Rodriguez.
Do you feel like you can kind of tell the difference between AI and real videos?
It's getting to the point now where I really have to think about it. Like, just think about a year ago, 2 years ago, you could tell ASAP that something was AI, and now it's the lines are getting blurred.
I feel like I had a good idea of it, but sometimes when you're doom scrolling, you're not looking out for those things, and you're like, whoa, and then all of a sudden you're like, wait, that's kind of unrealistic. But then some are getting, the technology is just growing, so it's getting more realistic looking. It's
bold take here. I don't think it's a good thing.
The app where it's just AI generated videos, like why would you even want to download it or have it? I wouldn't.
It feels like we're playing with fire a little bit, don't you think?
All right.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned and stay tuned here, because coming up next, we've got your morning sprint, everything you need to know before you head out the door. And Mr. Josh here will be back with your full First Alert weather forecast. It's all in just a few minutes.
The Veterans Day sale is on now at all Walker's Furniture stores.
Get some of the biggest store-wide savings of the year, including double discounts. Or no money down, no minimum purchase, no interest financing for up to 5 years. Living rooms to bedrooms, dining sets to mattresses. Save big and make your home a space that everyone can enjoy.
And with a double sales tax discount, it's the perfect time to get your home ready for the holidays. Today through Tuesday at Walker's.
Family medicine provider Mariana Guerrero Sanchez is now caring for patients of all ages at Prosser Memorial Health's Grandview Clinic. She provides wellness exams, preventative health care, well child checks, women's health, chronic care management, cancer screenings, and more. Se habla español. To schedule an appointment with Mariana, call the Grandview Clinic at 509-203-1080 or learn more at prosserhealth.org. Prosser Memorial Health. This is how we care.
In an instant, your world can shatter. At Quantum Legal, we understand injuries can be an immense burden, taking a toll on your body and leaving you drowning in medical expenses. Battling insurance companies without legal representation will make matters worse. We are committed to advocating for your deserved compensation. Quantum Legal, where compassion meets justice.
At Columbia Basin Oral and Maxillofacial Surgeons, your safety is our top priority. We are the only board-certified oral and maxillofacial surgery experts in wisdom tooth removal and dental implant placement in the Tri-Cities. With years of experience and a commitment to excellence, we ensure every patient receives safe, personalized treatment. Ask your dentist to refer you to the Tri-Cities experts in oral surgery, Columbia Basin Oral and Maxillofacial Surgeons. We look forward to meeting you.
With irresistibly smooth melting chocolate in every Lindor, you can melt into every holiday moment. This year, bring out Lindor from the Lindt Master Chocolatier.
As a parent, I feel very blessed to have access to BFT. A lot of our families have two working parents, and it's important for our kids to still be able to utilize our community resources while also being able to have reliable transportation to those places when us as parents are busy working.
The ability to go wherever you need to go without needing a car or someone to drive you. BFT connects me to freedom.
During fall and winter, weather can change fast.
We're always looking ahead for the next weather event that could impact our area.
First Alert Weather from Apple Valley News Now. On your side.
On your side.
Always on your side.
That's hockey, baby!
Seattle Kraken Hockey, sponsored by Legends Casino Hotel.
From Apple Valley News Now. First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. It is going to be a windy day out there, at least through 4 p.m., especially for places like the Tri-Cities, Hermiston, Pendleton, Walla Walla, Ellensburg. Those peak gusts up around 40 to 45 miles per hour. And you can see hour-by-hour wind gusts for your neck of the woods by downloading the Apple Valley News Now First Alert Weather app, free in the App Store or on Google Play. You can also see hour-by-hour temperatures for your neck of the woods. Okay. We are going to keep it dry for today, a nice change of pace, and we'll continue to keep it dry through Wednesday of next week. This is because high pressure is building in. So you see this blue kind of spiky Barbie thing that is on the screen right here. This is a cold front. It is the last little gasp of the atmospheric river. So this is why we're still seeing some rain and snow showers up in the mountains for this morning. The lower elevation staying dry as this high pressure builds in. When you hear high pressure, at least around this time of the year, think drier conditions. And so that's what we're going to see as we head into Friday and Saturday and for Sunday and Monday as well. Now for Monday, there's going to be this weak boundary that's going to try to bring some showers to our area. I think the Cascades probably going to catch most of that, but more high pressure into Tuesday and Wednesday. But eventually that pattern starts to break down towards the end of next week. So Thursday and Friday, rain chance is going to go back up, but that's still 7 to 8 days out. So we'll have a lot more to say about that for next week. For the time being, in the meantime, high temperature is going to stay in the 50s, keeping it cool. Mostly normal stuff for this time of the year. So for today, we'll be in the low to, we'll really just be in the 50s in general for the valleys, and then mid to upper 50s for the basin, for the foothills. You can see keeping it in that range for the next week. Pretty normal stuff for the first and second weeks of November. Here's the 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. Gust up to 40 miles per hour today. Leftover breezes for Saturday, then calm by Sunday. In Yakima, keeping the forecast dry through Wednesday with highs staying put in the 50s. In Ellensburg, gust up to 45 miles per hour today, then calmer this weekend as the forecast stays dry. In Hermiston, windy Friday, breezy Saturday, but calmer by Sunday and Monday. And then for Walla Walla, also a sunny and windy day in the work week, then holding on to dry weather for quite a bit. Now let's head out to New York City to see what's ahead on Good Morning America.
In this morning's GMA First Look, Royal Reckoning. Andrew Mountbatten Windsor, the man formerly known as Prince Andrew, receiving a request from the House Oversight Committee calling for him to appear for an interview as part of their ongoing probe into the convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein.
We're willing to go anywhere and go to him to actually get our questions answered.
This morning, Congressman Robert Garcia, who's leading the committee, is speaking out to GMA.
Our ask is that Andrew has an opportunity right now to come clean about what he may know, about information he might have about Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell, and about other people that could have been involved in these horrific actions and crimes. And so there is an opportunity for him to do the right thing.
And coming up at 7 a.m., we'll tell you how Andrew and the palace are responding this morning. With your GMA First Look, I'm Mola Lengi, ABC News, New York.
From the moment you took your first breath, you had something to prove. And boy, did you ever. Roads worn, clocks punched, sweat mopped, up and down, back and forth, over and over and over again. And when it was finally time to enjoy it all, COPD thought it could stop you. Well, COPD never met someone like you. You kept right on going. Breztri has 3 medicines and 1 inhaler with better breathing starting within 5 minutes and helps prevent flare-ups. Now that's a COPD maintenance treatment that works as hard as you do. Breztri won't replace a rescue inhaler for sudden breathing problems. It is not for asthma. Tell your doctor if you have a heart condition or high blood pressure before taking it. Don't take Breztri more than prescribed. Breztri may increase risk of thrush, pneumonia, and osteoporosis. Call your doctor if worsened breathing, chest pain, mouth or tongue swelling, problems urinating, vision changes, or eye pain occur. Can't afford your medication? AstraZeneca may be able to help. Ready to take back your breath? Ask your doctor about Breztri.
Now, the morning sprint.
Time is 6:50. It's time for your morning sprint. We start with your national headlines. If you're planning to fly somewhere in the coming days, some experts suggest having a backup plan. That's because the FAA plans to cut air traffic by 10% at 40 major airports starting today. That's in order to deal with the ongoing air traffic controller shortage amid the ongoing government shutdown. The Trump administration is implementing a 4% reduction in flights that'll increase by 1% each additional day of the shutdown. Airports on the list for flight reductions include Atlanta, Dallas, Miami, New York, and Seattle, among many others. In the meantime, here are some expert tips to help you avoid getting stranded. Go ahead and book a backup ticket on another carrier and try to avoid booking flights with layovers. It's also best to book directly with an airline instead of going through a third-party website. Some major airlines such as Delta and United are allowing ticket changes without fees. Now to your business news, Amazon has announced its Thanksgiving meal deal at a cost of just $25 to feed 5 people. The online retailer's deal includes an 8-pound frozen butterball turkey, and the sides include pre-made mashed potatoes, gravy, green bean casserole, stuffing, crescent rolls, and cranberry relish. There's also your choice of pecan, pumpkin, or sweet potato pie, and the meal will be available to order starting next Wednesday. Now to your health headlines this morning. The FDA has issued a warning to 18 websites that it says are marketing unapproved and misbranded drug versions of Botox. Botulinum toxin products are injectable drugs that block nerve activity in muscles, and they're used for treatment of chronic migraines and muscle stiffness, but also for cosmetic purposes like reducing facial wrinkles. And several of these products approved by the FDA, like Botox, still need a prescription from a licensed medical professional. Those products do come with boxed warnings that say the drugs carry a significant risk of serious or life-threatening side effects. They include botulism, which when attacking the nerves can lead to difficulty breathing or worse. Talking sports now, fire officials in Miami are investigating the cause of a 2-alarm blaze that destroyed the home of Miami Heat head coach Erik Spoelstra early Thursday morning. Firefighters initially focused on the home's garage before flames spread to the rest of the multi-million-dollar property. Officials have not said whether anyone was at home at the time of the fire. No one was injured, but the coach was in Denver Wednesday night for his team's game against the Nuggets. Now to your top 5 local stories that you need to know this morning. First up, the trial has begun for Joshua Diane Davis. He's the man accused of fatally stabbing a Pasco school bus driver back in 2021. Prosecutors argue that Davis knew what he was doing, while the defense claims severe mental illness left him unable to distinguish right from wrong. Testimonies from many experts are expected. Umatilla County fire crews quickly put out a fire in Hermiston. This happened yesterday morning on Theater Lane. The outbuilding was engulfed in flames, but firefighters contained it in 10 minutes. Water tenders were needed due to a lack of nearby fire hydrants. Luckily, no injuries were reported, but the cause is still under investigation. And for the first time ever, the Hanford site is permanently disposing of vitrified nuclear waste. A special facility has begun turning liquid waste into solid glass, and this is a process decades in the making. The first containers of the waste are now in the specialized disposal facility, and it's all part of one of the largest environmental cleanup projects in the world. The City of Yakima and the Downtown Association is now accepting nominations for this year's Community Christmas Tree. The evergreens should be 15 to 25 feet tall and able to be lifted by crane to Millennium Plaza. There's no cost to the tree owner. Nominations are open until November 14th, with the tree lighting ceremony scheduled for December 7th. And the Richland Film Festival is back and kicks off today. Independent films from all around the world will be showcased. Genres include drama, horror, sci-fi, animation, and much more. And a single ticket gets you access to all 3 days. It all takes place at the Richland Players Theater and the Richland Community Center. And festival highlights include the 72-hour film challenge, where local teams will race to produce a short film in just 3 days. Completed films will screen Saturday evening, featuring both open and student divisions, and tickets can be purchased on filmfreeway.com. Now, trending this morning, she's a miniature horse with a big job. Her name is Cookie, and she's winning hearts in Monterey County.
And yeah, not only is she as sweet as her name would suggest, she's now an honorary community ambassador for the sheriff's office.
Aw, Cookie was rescued from a kill pen by Deputy Rebecca Gordano after suffering years of neglect, and since then she's made a full recovery and bonded with the deputy's other rescue animals. Oh, this is too cute.
Cookie will join the sheriff's office at community events, helping connect law enforcement with the public, one friendly neigh at a time. That was a much better horse whinny than me.
Try it again.
I can't do it.
Okay. Yeah.
You don't want to see that again.
No, I don't. I kind of do again.
No.
But it's okay. No, I want a miniature horse. One of the sheriff's office or counties needs one here.
Yeah.
A miniature horse.
I feel like that should be standard operating procedure for like all law enforcement bodies.
Right?
Just
Yeah.
have a.
I know we've got
little mini horse.
canines. Yeah, that would be so cute.
Yeah.
And just go out and do community events, and I'd be there. Yeah.
Just with the
Yeah,
pony.
I'd be there to see the pony. Yeah. All right, Josh, get us out the door. How's it looking?
It is looking much drier out there now. We are still seeing some rain and snow showers for both of our mountain ranges, but in between the mountain ranges, we are dry for the time being. And we're going to continue to keep it dry through Wednesday. Winds are still a little bit breezy in the lower Columbia Basin. They will pick up later in the day. We can see gusts between 20 to 45 miles per hour across the map, but the strongest gusts going to be in places like the Tri-Cities, Hermiston, Walla Walla, Pendleton, and in Ellensburg. Temperatures this morning kind of all over the place. 38 for Ellensburg, 48 in the Tri-Cities, 47 in Walla Walla. Your hourly forecast for this Friday, lots of sunshine, just a beautiful fall day out there. High's going to get into the 50s, but it's going to feel cooler with some of those gusts out there. All of us going to end up in the 50s for lower elevation. So the big weather stories again. Gusty for today. We'll keep the forecast dry through Wednesday. Highs staying in the 50s through Wednesday, but lows are going down into the 30s for tonight. So brr, that's not a horse whinny, but it is a noise.
And for a second, I forgot that it was Friday, and I just remembered, and now I'm super excited.
Yes, there we go.
It's the
Spirits
weekend.
are back
There we
up.
go. Thank you guys for watching Good Morning Northwest. You can always find updates on our website. That's applevalley.newsnow.com.
Good Morning America is up next, and we'll be back with local news and weather tonight at 5. Have a great day.